In 2014, we were struggling. When you come to the realization that you need to move back in with parents, I think I was 34 years old. It's a tough pill to swallow. And I don't know that I intentionally cried out to Jesus, but it was the first time that I specifically remember going, dude, you don't have a clue what you're doing. I would have called myself a Christian at that point, but I had not surrendered anything to him. And people were telling me, you gotta go get a real job, you gotta go get a real job. And I'm like, I know. But at the same time, I kept having people reach out to me saying, hey, will you train my kid? I'd gotten into high school coaching way back in 2004. Loved the quarterback position. And so I started training kids for very little money, in some cases no money. I would love to say that it took off like that, but it didn't. The next year, our marriage almost ended. My wife told me she wanted to leave. And then right after my wife told me that, she got her first bout with cancer. She had breast cancer. Angie and I had been married. We got married in 1998. When she told me that she wanted a divorce, it was a Sunday morning. She was actually going to church. And then when she left, it was, oh my gosh, what have I done? Huge wake-up call. Huge wake-up call. You know, you hear about people falling to the ground and praying, and I did that. It was just a prayer of help me. Still wasn't submission, but it was opening the door for my faith to grow. We avoided divorce because my wife rededicated her life to God. Josh Turner was preaching at Saturated. This would have been 2015. And at the end of church, she walks down. I knew at the time that she's surrendering her life, and watching her and her sanctification, it's just, man, I want that. From that point forward, God was really working on me. And so I just started serving my wife in ways that I had not served my wife in the past. I'm almost grateful for the opportunity that cancer gave me to do that. And then she started to believe in me. She started to believe in this quarterback thing. And she said, hey, I'm here to support you. Let's go. Let's do this together. It took off. It absolutely took off. I think I fully surrendered at Saturated, funny enough, same thing my wife did, 2023. I had fixed all the things I thought. Marriage was great, business was great. A song, He Won't Fail, came on, and man, it just wrecked me. You know, to realize that God can take something so dead as our marriage was, He can not only bring it to life, but He can use that as such a catalyst. I knew that there were things that I was scared to try. I had been doing radio, but that night I just kind of had this overwhelming feeling of, well, I'm gonna start a podcast where you need to bring sports and Jesus together. And I'm sitting there and I'm racking my brain over this. I'm like, who do I want to do this podcast with? I'm like, Joby. Let's try Joby. But the reality was it was major insecurities, and even, you know, the He Won't Fail is still in my head, and I'm fighting against that, and the devil's like, he's gonna say no. And I call him, and within 20 seconds, he's like, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it.
Built for More podcast, Denny Thompson, Pastor Joby Martin.
Built for More podcast.
Built for More podcast, Denny Thompson, Pastor Joby Martin. I don't even need to introduce this guy. Jacksonville's finest, right? The Tim Tebow, man.
Bro.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on. I love it.
Of course, man.
Been a long time coming.
The thought behind Built for More was just very, very simple. No matter if you've won a Super Bowl or if you're at the lowest of lows, if you're not walking with God, you were built for more. If I hadn't surrendered to God, I would not have seen the life that He has called out for me. And I don't mean things, man. I mean like having a whole family that serves the Lord. I don't think that I could have been what my wife needed in her times of sickness. If I wouldn't have surrendered, I wouldn't be alive the way that I'm alive right now. Regardless of what else happens, like, God is our King, our Savior in this house. If we have that, we have everything.